chapters 24 to 27. Mr. Brown's October Precept. Mr. Brown's precept for October was, "Your deeds are your monuments." He told us that this was written on the tombstone of some Egyptian guy that died thousands of years ago. Since we were just about to start studying ancient Egypt in history, Mr. Brown thought this was a good choice for a precept. Our homework assignment was to write a paragraph about what we thought the precept meant or how we felt about it. This is what I wrote. This precept means that we should be remembered for the things we do. The things we do are the most important things of all. They are more important than what we say or what we look like. The things we do outlast our mortality. The things we do are like monuments that people build to honour heroes after they've died. They're like the pyramids that the Egyptians built to honour the pharaohs. Only instead of being made out of stone, they're made out of the memories people have of you. That's why your deeds are like monuments. Build with memories instead of with stone. Apples. My birthday is October the 10th. I like my birthday, 10th of the 10th. It would have been great if I'd been born at exactly 10:10 in the morning or at night, but I wasn't. I was born just after midnight, but I still think my birthday is cool. I usually have a little party at home, but this year I asked Mum if I could have a big bowling party. Mum was surprised but happy. She asked me who I wanted to ask from my class, and I said everyone in my homeroom plus Summer. "That's a lot of kids, Augie," said Mum. "I have to invite everyone because I don't want anyone to get their feelings hurt if they find out other people are invited and they aren't. Okay?" "Okay," Mum agreed. "You even want to invite the what's the deal kid?" "Yeah, you can invite Julian," I answered. "Geez, Mum, you should forget about that already." "I know, you're right." A couple of weeks later I asked Mum who was coming to my party and she said Jack Will, Summer, Reed Kingsley, both Maxes, and a couple of the other kids they were going to try to be there. "Like who?" "Charlotte's mum said Charlotte had a dance recital earlier in the day, but she was going to try to come to your party if time allowed. And Tristan's mum said he might come after his soccer game." "So that's it," I said. "That's like 5 people." "That's more than 5 people, Augie. I think a lot of people just had plans already," Mum answered. We were in the kitchen. She was cutting one of the apples we had just gotten at the farmer's market into teeny-weeny bites so I could eat it. "What kind of plans?" I asked. "I don't know, Augie. We sent out the Evites kind of late." "Like, what did they tell you, though? What response did they give?" "Everyone gave different reasons, Augie." She sounded a bit impatient. "Really, sweetie, it shouldn't matter what their reasons were. People had plans, that's all." "What did Julian give as his reason?" I asked. "Oh, you know," said Mum. "His mum was the only person who didn't RSVP at all." She looked at me. "I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree." I laughed because I thought she was making a joke, but then I realised she wasn't. "What does that mean?" I asked. "Never mind. Now go wash your hands so you can eat." My birthday party turned out to be much smaller than I thought it would be, but it was still great. Jack, Summer, Reed, Tristan and both Maxes came from school, and Christopher came too, all the way from Bridgeport with his parents, and Uncle Ben came, and Aunt Kate and Uncle Poe drove in from Boston, though Tata and Papa were in Florida for the winter. It was fun because all the grown-ups ended up bowling in the lane next to ours, and it really felt like there was a lot of people there to celebrate my birthday. Halloween. At lunch the next day, Summer asked me what I was going to be doing for Halloween. Of course, I'd been thinking about it since last Halloween, so I knew right away. Boba Fett. "You know you can wear a costume to school on Halloween, right?" "No way, really?" "So long as it's politically correct." "What, like no guns and stuff?" "Exactly." "What about blasters?" "I think a blaster is like a gun, Augie." "Oh man," I said, shaking my head. "Boba Fett has a blaster." "Well, at least we don't have to come like a character in a book anymore. In the lower school, that's what you had to do. Last year I was Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz." "But that's a movie, not a book." "Hello," Summer answered. "It was a book first. One of my favourite books in the world, actually. My dad used to read it to me every night in the 1st grade." When Summer talks, especially when she's excited about something, her eyes squint like she's looking right at the sun. I hardly ever see Summer during the day, since the only class we have together is English. But ever since that first lunch at school, we've sat at the summer table together every day, just the two of us. So, what are you going to be? I asked her. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'd really want to go as, but I think it might be too dorky. You know, Savannah's group isn't even wearing costumes this year. They think we're too old for Halloween. What? That's just dumb. I know, right? I thought you didn't care what those girls think. She shrugged and took a long drink of milk. So what dorky thing do you want to dress up as? I asked her, smiling. Promise not to laugh. She raised her eyebrows and her shoulders, embarrassed. A unicorn. I smiled and looked down at my sandwich. Hey, you promised not to laugh, she laughed. Okay, I said, but you're right, that is too dorky. I know, she said, but I have it all planned out. I'd make the head out of papier-mâché and paint the horn gold and make the mane gold too. It would be so awesome. Okay, I shrugged, then you should do it. Who cares what other people think, right? Maybe what I'll do is just wear it for the Halloween parade, she said, snapping her fingers, and I'll just be like a goth girl for school. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'll do. Sounds like a plan, I nodded. Thanks, Augie, she giggled. You know, that's what I like about you. I feel like I can tell you anything. Yeah, I answered, nodding. I gave her a thumbs up sign. Cool beans. School pictures. I don't think anyone will be shocked to learn I don't want to have my school picture taken on October the 22nd. No way. No, thank you. I stopped letting anyone take pictures of me a while ago. I guess you could call it a phobia. No, actually, it's not a phobia. It's an aversion, which is a word I just learned in Mr. Brown's class. I have an aversion to having my picture taken. There, I used it in a sentence. I thought Mum would try to get me to drop my aversion to having my picture taken for school, but she didn't. Unfortunately, while I managed to avoid having the portrait taken, I couldn't get out of being part of the class picture. Oh, the photographer looked like he'd just sucked on a lemon when he saw me. I'm sure he thought I'd ruined the picture. I was one of the ones in the front sitting down. I didn't smile. Not that anyone could tell if I had.